Parashas Vayigash. What's Parashas Vayigash about? Yosef reveals himself to his brothers and Yaakov comes down to Mitzrayim. In last week's Parsha, Yosef tried to have Binyamin thrown into jail. He wasn't being mean when he did that. He was testing the brothers to see if they'd done tshuva. And they have. How does Yosef know they've changed? Remember, Yehuda promised their father Yaakov that he'd protect Binyamin, and now he does. Yehuda must be brave. Remember that Yosef is just as powerful as Paro, and he can have anybody killed if he wants to. So the brothers are all very frightened. But Yehuda swallows his fear and sticks up for Binyamin, knowing their father will die of sadness if his beloved youngest son is lost. No, he tells the ruler. It's really Yosef, but none of them knows that yet. We have already lost one brother, and I promised my father that Binyamin would return home safely. I will stay here in jail in Binyamin's place. Yosef sends everybody out of the room except his brothers. Yosef tells them, I am your brother Yosef. Is my father still alive? But Yosef already knows that Yaakov is still alive. When he says this, some people think he's reminding the brothers of their avera, betraying their brother and causing such sadness to their father. Now, do you think those brothers are thrilled to find that Yosef is still alive and that he is now the ruler in Mitzrayim? No, they are not. They're scared for their lives. Remember, the ruler can do whatever he wants, and they think Yosef is now going to get back at them. But Yosef is finished being angry. He now knows two things. His brothers really did do tshuva and have become good brothers. Being taken to Mitzrayim was part of Hashem's plan to save food for his family. Yosef shows he isn't angry by hugging and kissing his brothers. He gives them gifts of clothing, money, food, and wagons, and asks them to bring Yaakov to live down in Mitzrayim. Now, how can the brothers tell Yaakov this amazing news? They're afraid to just tell him that his beloved Yosef is still alive. Yaakov is a very old man, and they're worried he might die from the shock and surprise. Some people think they dream up a strange plan. They send his granddaughter, Serach Bas Asher, to sing him the news. We call this breaking the news gently, and it's often a good idea. The song tells Yaakov that Yosef is still alive in a gentle, soothing way, and it works. When Yaakov finds out, he is happy and grateful to Hashem. But Yaakov doesn't rush down to Mitzrayim straight away. First, he needs to ask Hashem. This is something we can all learn from. Before we make big decisions like moving to a new place, we should ask Hashem. In our time, rabbis and other gedolim can help us decide if that's what Hashem wants. Yaakov builds a mizbeach in Beersheba where he lives and asks Hashem if he should move to Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim isn't so far away, but Yaakov knows that Eretz Yisrael is special and Yaakov doesn't want to move away from it unless that's Hashem's plan. Hashem has good news and bad news for Yaakov. Life in Mitzrayim will be hard. Hashem told Avraham many years before that his great-grandchildren will be slaves there. But now he promises Yaakov that he will bring Bnei Israel out of Mitzrayim, so Yaakov is finally ready to go see his son Yosef again. He brings his whole family with him, 70 people altogether. Many people think the last person out of the 70 is a little baby born just as they cross over into Mitzrayim. That little baby, Yocheved, will become Moshe's mother when she grows up. Hashem is already preparing to bring Bnei Israel out of Mitzrayim even before they go in. Now, do you remember way back in Parashas Lech Lecha when Avram went down to Mitzrayim? That was also during a famine. The story of Yaakov and his children going into Mitzrayim has many similarities to Avram's trip, like the plague that Hashem sent Paro when he tried to marry Sarai, which will become 10 great plagues, Makos, later on in the story when Paro tries to stop Bnei Israel from leaving Mitzrayim. When we see similar stories over and over in the Torah, we sometimes say, Maaseh avos siman labanim. Things our ancestors did are signs for their descendants. The stories are similar and we can learn lessons from the way they're repeated in the Torah. Now, Bnei Israel are living in Mitzrayim. When they arrive, Yosef asks Paro if they can have land in Goshen, far away from the rest of the Mitzrayim. Bnei Israel are shepherds, and the Mitzrayim dove into sheep, and they think Bnei Israel are disgusting for working as shepherds and eating the sheep's meat. But because Bnei Israel are living apart from other Mitzrayim, they manage to keep their own special names, clothes, and language. Living in Goshen is very good for Bnei Israel. They have many babies and start to become wealthy there. But not all the Mitzrayim are happy during that time. Because there's still a famine, many of them don't have enough food. Yosef collected all the grain during the years when there was lots growing, and now he sells it back to the Mitzrayim. When a family runs out of their own food, they give Yosef money to buy more food. But 7 years of famine is a long time, and people aren't careful enough. When they run out of money, they sell their animals to Yosef to buy more food. When they run out of animals, they sell their farmland to Yosef to buy even more food. Yosef is a very honest man. He could have kept a lot of the wealth he's collecting from the Mitzrayim, but he actually takes the money, animals, and farmland and gives it all to Paro. At first, the people are grateful to Yosef. They have to pay him, but he is saving their lives by giving them food. Paro is grateful to Yosef too for saving the people and the land of Mitzrayim. But people don't always remember their gratitude, as we will find out in next week's Parsha. Thanks for listening.